So it says here, other clauses prohibit using Pepper to send out spam email, but the ban on sex with the plastic machine, which stands just 120 centimeters and moves on rollers, is the most baffling and cause social media in Japan to light up in amazement.
Does people know? Does people know? Do people know what
Does people know in
does
Soviet Russia?
does people know these? Do people know what Pepper is? Do most people know?
I don't even know what Pepper is, dude.
Okay, so Pepper's like this robot, and he is about 100 and
He's like a third grader size,
120,
right?
120, 100?
120 centimeters. Yeah.
120 centimeters tall, so he's like, yay high. He probably comes up to to your waist. Perfect. Oh God.
I just like, but I mean, the whole thing is just SoftBank, our phone company, said don't have sex with this robot.
Yeah, so they sell these robots. Do they sell the robot?
I don't even know, man. This is the first time I'm hearing about this shit. I just looked on the news.
Well, okay, they use the robots in their stores, and I'm not sure who makes the robot. I think it's actually made by a pretty well-known Japanese company.
What is it, like a legit
Toshiba.
Robot or what?
It's weird. It's like this robot that it really can't do much functionally other than it can apparently read your face. Like, it has a face reader. So if your face looks worried, it's like, shit, I better help this person. But it only answers you. I think it can answer you through audio, but I think it also has like a display thing too.
One of the comments here is like, in quotes, it says, "There seems to be something stuck in the socket." Oh my god. I really just like, what? I mean, because this is Nijumanen, so it's like $2,000 for a robot, but I mean, like, it looks like
it's pretty cheap actually.
It looks like a smart like iPad is just on the chest or whatever. Like, what?
Yeah.
Can it do cleaning or
I think it can carry small objects. That's about it. Like, if you want to move a toothpick from one room to another, it's really important to have a Pepper.
Honestly, what kind of person gets turned on by on this thing?
Okay, so that's the warning that SoftBank is issuing, and like I said, we're not sure if they actually sell them. So if they don't sell them, why are they getting involved?
No, they're selling them.
Oh,
I
okay.
think, and they're already pre-sold 1,000 units. They haven't even sold them, apparently, from what this article said, but it specifically said, it's like, I just came back from a plane trip, right? And it says on the plane, don't open the fucking emergency door during fucking mid-flight. But everyone knows that. But you know that somebody was just like, one day when the fucking plane was going, they just opened it up, and they're like, what? Well, it didn't say anything. It didn't say anything here. And then some Japanese guys just like coming in, and they're like, sir, your robot's broken. Or like, why is your robot broken? I don't know, it wasn't working. Why? I don't know. I tried to have sex with it and didn't work.
Have you? Okay, so that's what they're worried about. They're worried about people having sex with the robots. If this has actually occurred, I don't know if there's been any reports of people sexually molesting robots. They also state that you're not allowed to physically injure it. So even if you bought it and you own it yourself, if you fucking robo abuse it, is that what that? Robohara?
Robohara, yeah, fucking robo, what is it, boryok, kate boryok, robot boryok, just fucking boryok the shit out of that robot.
Apparently, they have a thing issued there. It says that this is a criminal offense and you will face criminal punishment.
Do they have AI? You just see right now, so many Japanese people frustrated and stressed out from work come home and it's like, hello, master. How was your day? Shut the fuck up.
Get out of here, Pepper.
It's like 2 months later, the AI has programmed it, and you come home and it's like, where's the goddamn robot? And it's like, please, master, don't beat robots.
It's got AI.
Oh my god.
AI trauma? It's gonna be a new thing?
Just fucking beat the shit out of your
robot. Oh my god, dude.
Come here, give me that Pepper ass. Open up that socket.
Will it start to open up
how do you have sex with it? I mean,
how do you have sex with it? Okay.
You just rub your dick on the fucking the outer shell.
It doesn't
come in the sockets or something.
If you haven't looked up a picture of this robot while we're doing this J-vlog or whatever,
just look up
a picture of Pepper robot.
Yeah, Pepper robot, and you'll
you'll be
that,
like,
dude.
what?
I just the things people sexually get turned on. I remember when I was like in college or whatever, I saw this guy and he's wearing lingerie and like he's like has his dick stuck into like a tailpipe of some car, and it's like, well, this world it takes different strokes, I guess. But I mean, just for a robot, I mean, like if for $2,000 you could buy a pretty advanced sex doll.
Okay,
a real life doll.
And actually what's come out recently is there is now virtual reality sex dolls where they are... Yeah, this has recently come out in Japan, and it sounds like wild news. I'm sure these are not sold prolifically. I'm sure there's not a massive market for this. But at a new tech show, apparently what's recently come out is it's this... Okay, so you wear the virtual... Like, you got like an Oculus Rift. You got these virtual reality glasses on, and then you hold pretty much a dummy, but she's like plastic and hollow so that you can physically hold her. Like, I mean, it'd be like, you know,
and just it's got the fake vagina in there.
Yeah. I wouldn't get that explicit,
and
but
the vajayjay, the hole.
And apparently you can just like prop it, and it's only for men. I guess there's not a model for women.
When I worked,
I'm sure they'll reach that point.
When I worked at DMM, you know, the porn company, like we were talking with a Taiwanese company called Love Plus or Love Joy. I forgot their fucking name, but basically they made it so. They were trying to make it so long-distance lovers could fuck each other. And one of the things was, like, they had, like, a fake vagina for the guy to fuck. And then the woman had, like a dildo, but I think it was, like, she could, like, attach it to her legs so it could match the movement of the guy fucking the vagina.
What?
And it was through USB, but it's just, like, there was a delay, which was fine, but it's, like, only... If there's, like, a 3 or 4 second delay, you know, this kind of fucks up the timing or whatever. So it's, like, you'd, like... connect the program to online, but then you talk to each other on Skype, and I guess you could use an Oculus Rift or something. I forgot how maybe it was just through the screen, but like, yeah, you're like fucking that, and you're like, oh yeah, you feel so good, baby. She's like, oh yeah, you feel so good. I don't know.
Whoa! So it's almost like Skype sex.
Skype sex in simulated real time.
Oh, because you're right. Like you would have the delay.
Yeah.
Over Skype and stuff, it's kind of
yeah. So it's like oh baby, I'm gonna
okay,
chocolate pudding.
Imagine the weird awkwardness of like, because sometimes in Skype someone will try to talk and then you start to talk and you don't realize they have because there's that delay. So you'd be like, Can you take off my clothes? I am taking off your clothes.
Sorry.
A lot of premature stuff happens.
Dude, I was fucking... The last chick I fucked was, like, on a side note, you ever watch Hot Tub Time Machine?
Yeah, I have seen that movie.
Remember when he's fucking, like, when he has to fuck his friend's sister to make the little kid, the teenage dude that they came with? Well, when he's fucking her, he's like, oh, there's so much semen everywhere, and then he's like, and when he comes, he yells Shia LaBeouf. Well, last time I was fucking a chick, it was in a hotel, and it wasn't even a love hotel, it was a normal hotel. I was fucking her so hard that I just was like, Shia LaBeouf, and this guy, like, this Indian guy came back. I don't know why an Indian guy was there. He was like, you need to, sir, you know, keep it down, please, you know. And I was like, sorry. And the girl's like, you know, Dare. And I was like, Shia LaBeouf. Anyway, that has nothing to do with having sex with robots. I just thought I wanted to share that story with you and your viewers.
No, that's great.
They need to know that.
That's one for the memory banks.
Well, I guess if we're talking about sex stuff, I mean, like, dude, like, sex toys, like, I used to sell sex toys online, like, for that stuff. Like, if you guys actually go to Kanojo Toys, there's, like, this guy who I met at a networking event, he's pissed off at me probably still. His name's Michael. He runs a blog called Kanojo Toys where he sells Japanese sex stuff to people abroad. It's really successful. He got pissed off because I said I was going to be a writer, and then I backed out last minute because I didn't care. But he's making a lot of money now on his fucking blog.
Can't be that pissed then.
Well, I guess, right? You know? Yeah. But he, for the sex toys, like, oh my god, you guys, I didn't even know what anal beads were before I came to Japan.
Really?
I didn't, I knew, I saw a picture of it, but I didn't know it was for your ass. Like, how do you put balls up there? Like I had heard anal beads, but I was like, but they're balls, like, won't they get stuck? And I don't know. But
I think there are cases of that, actually, yeah. You know what? I don't have a lot of experimentation experience.
I've never stuck anything
I've
up my
never
ass.
stuck anything up my ass. And, yeah.
High five to that, bro.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but no offense to anyone who has or does, or if that's your thing, you know.
Jesus hates you and you're going to hell.
If you believe in him.
If you believe
in him.
I
My
believe
advice is just don't.
Spaghetti monsters.
Yeah.
You gotta believe in spaghetti monsters. Well, wait, so, like, if you were, like, but let's get realistic here, like...
Okay.
Well, not realistic, but, I mean, let's just think... Okay, you ever watch Time Cop?
Yeah, I had the Van Damme movie, right?
Yeah, remember, like, in one part, his buddy, who's, like, the guy who helped make the time machine, he's having, like, an Oculus Rift, like, sex thing with the...
Oh, just like
Demolition
Demolition Man. Demolition Man does that, too. They have Oculus Rift sex. They can't touch each other in the future.
Yeah, but, like, but it was all... But, like, in that one, it was all weird, and there was, like, flashing pictures. And
Yeah.
It was like you had no idea what was going on. It was like a bad LSD trip. But in that one, it's just like it looks like he's fucking a Playboy model.
Yeah.
And he like feels it like in his hands. It's not just there, you know. And and he's like, oh, don't bug me while I'm doing that. And like, and Jean-Claude Van Damme, he's like, the only good sex is safe sex, right? Or something. It's like if they could make that now. Why don't they make that now?
And if they do make that, why would you not take it to your room? Why would you do that next to your friend?
Yeah.
No offense. I love all my friends.
No. He was in his like work office or something.
That's even worse.
You know, I've jerked off at work. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna be honest with you. If you bring a virtual reality headset and have sex with your virtual reality girlfriend at my school, I'm gonna fire you. Okay? I'm sorry.
I did that at your school. I hope I'm not fired.
All right, you know what? This is just gonna be like kind of a warning this time, okay?
Yeah.
And we have it logged on video here, so we're flashing.
Making it rain, dude. Making it rain for Pepper. Making the pepper rain. Yeah, that's right. Fucking that robot's gonna have sex with me. Just like we gotta get one of those, and then just make a parody video. We'll just like buy it and return it the next day and be like, be like, hey, I got this robot. What are you getting the robot for? Sorry, Scott, but I think you have to leave. What? I need to do something. I need to be alone with my robot. The robot's like, please don't leave me alone.
Just return it the next day with like mayonnaise all over it.
Just fucking semen everywhere. You don't even bother to clean it up. It's got bruises on its face while you're punching it.
I'm returning this robot because it's sticky. When we sold it to you, sir, it was not sticky. Well, it is now.
Yeah, it is now, and I want a refund, and I want another one too. And I want this one to have a kid's face. It's like, what?
Oh, no.
Just print out a fucking kid's face and just tape it to the fucking head. I don't care. It's fucking...
Maybe that's what they do. Maybe they print out, like, who they're in love with or whatever. I wouldn't put it past some kind of weird fetish. That's fine. Fetishes are fine.
There's 120 million people here, right? You know, there's bound to be at least a certain...
There's got to be some person who is into pepper fetish.
Just like... But I mean, like, aside from rubbing your dick on it, like, I just don't see how you could get any kind of... Maybe it could hold, like, like one of those fake vaginas so you could just, like, fuck it, kind of.
When you go to the store, if you go to the porn shop in Japan, there are select fetish videos, and one of them are robot girls. Like, it's girls dressed up as robots. So there's, like, Power Ranger girls. There is, there is, like, binding girls that get tied up. There is, there's actually a really special Japanese...
Power Rangers one hit me right in the childhood right there.
You like that one? You like that one?
No, I mean, that one was just, like, the one that I couldn't jerk off to. I was like, oh. They have, like, what is it? They got
There's toothbrush. There's toothbrush porn where girls just brush their teeth. There's sneezing porn where they just tickle their nose with, like, feathers and...
But that's like one video out of like a million videos.
There's a section. Right? The porn shop in Den Town has a section for those. I mean, mind you, it is only one shelf, but they have a section.
Yeah, but I mean, like, out of the millions of porno DVDs in that one fucking, like, you know, like, store, there's probably only, like, you know, 5 videos or so, right?
Yeah, it's not...
It's like somebody saying, like, hey, Scott made, he's into horror movies. It's like you fucking reviewing a Little Pony. Magic Pony. Pony, it's like him reviewing a Magic Pony video. It's like, what the fuck? That came out of nowhere. He has all these other videos.
If I did like a My Little Pony video and told everyone I was a brony, they'd be like, what's going on? Where did this come from?
Yeah, I don't, like, with the porn things, though, I gotta tell you, I love the, like, this sounds, like, so rapey, I'm giving out, like, I remember one time, I won't say where she was from or who she was, but let's just say I was fucking this girl who was a gaijin when I first came to Japan, and she knew me from YouTube. and she doesn't watch my videos anymore, so I don't think it's fine. But yeah, no one knows this anyway.
You
They're
can say the
watching
name. It's okay.
But we were having sex, and she said, "What are your fetishes?" Like after we were done and whatever, and I was like, I couldn't think of any like fetishes off the top of my head because just I love porn all over. I'm a porn. Like, if it turns me on, it turns me on. But people's tastes change, and but like one of my things was like I love that invisible guy who just goes around and, like rapes chicks randomly.
Really?
Like this guy, he wears like a normal like filthy Frank kind of like suit where it's all like one color, and the girls just pretend like they don't know it. But the guy just goes and trolls everyone and just like starts fucking people randomly. But like it's just he's naked. He's like naked and he's invisible, so people can't see. And I found that on like that wasn't even DMM. That was like X videos or something. I was just like, this is kind of hot. They also have the time stopper one too, where like it's like oh boop, and then like the guy trolls people, like goes to the burger places, fucks the chicks, and like then like unfreezes it midway through. And I'm like it's fun seeing like with the role playing with normal porn. It's like, oh yeah, you got big tits. I'm gonna fuck you in a hotel room. Oh yeah, fucking. It's like okay, blowjob, fucking finger, bam, sex. It's boring. I mean, it's not boring, but it's like you see it all the time. You want some flavor. Like having a guy be like, okay, go, gadget, watch. Okay, rape time. I was like, wow, that's.
I don't see anything wrong with adding your creativity. I mean, let's be honest. Almost all like hentai type porn stuff is people adding loads of creativity to porn.
My friend Mark's not gonna watch this because he doesn't watch any fucking videos online. But
Markiplier? Wow, I didn't know you're friends with him.
Fuck yeah, Markiplier. Yeah, no, my buddy Marcus. He works for Interac. He won't get in trouble for that. But anyway, he always emails me like as a joke. He's like, "So would you fuck a hot chick?" And I was like, "Yeah, I would." He's like, "Well, what if she was wearing a Michelangelo suit?" I was like, "Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, what do you mean?" He's like, "Well, she's wearing like only the crotch is cut out, and she's wearing a Michelangelo suit." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "This is just a hypothetical." I was like, "Well, does she have the mask on or mask off?" He's like, "Oh, totally mask on." I was like, so how do I get to see that she's a hot chick before? Yeah, sure, but like you have to fuck her while she's wearing the thing. And I was like, no. Like he's like, you wouldn't fuck her? And I was like, I don't want to fuck Mikey. And he's like, I can't. He's like, well, but like if you fuck her and like while you're fucking her, she'll say stuff like cowabunga. And I was like, no.
Like, will she say it in a mock, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles voice? She'll be like, cowabunga, dude? Or is it going to be like, oh, cowabunga?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. We didn't get that far into the conversation. I just don't see, like, if it's like, I'm a very visual person, and like, keep the lights on, or at least some lighting while I'm fucking, and so it's like, complete dark in a wet hole.
Well, if it's completely dark in a place anyway, like, the people's face all look like anyway, like people's faces start to like contort. Like even when you're like this close and it's really dark, like people's faces are like.
But I mean, like you're still feeling skin on skin contact, But if that, it would be like skin on plaster, whatever the fuck, like fur.
Yeah, that'd be pretty strange. Yeah, that'd be really rubbery.
I just don't like. I don't know. This is because like remember, this is like not even a good skin tight costume. This is like a kind of like shitty made
like she's got
cosplay,
like fake turtle abs and everything.
Yeah, like it's like cardboard with fucking carpet taped on it.
And again, I want to reiterate: if this is your fetish that we are talking about right now, we are not saying it's bad.
I am. He isn't. Though.
I'm not.
I'm saying you're fucked up and you need help.
I'm saying
you
go
need
for
Jesus.
it. I'm saying go through all 4 turtles.
Here's 100 you want. You go to Taiwan and you take care of that.
You take care of all 4 turtles, and you can even do Splinter 2, and I'm not offended at all. I'm just saying I wouldn't personally be attracted to someone wearing a full...
You're fucked up, just like Mark. He's like, come on, dude, cowabunga. I'm like, no. No, dude, no cowabunga, no sex, no. I don't want... Like, it's like, for me, like, I guess maybe it's one of those things that you want to say you did it, just so you could say, I fucking did it. But, like, nah...
That's quite a notch in your post.
Well, yeah, right? Like, fucking, oh, man. Do you have a sex bucket list? I had a sex bucket list.
I never did. I was just fine with whatever happened, man. I was pretty happy-go-lucky, I'd have to say.
I'm a go-getter, you know. I got goals. I got I remember I wrote like a list. Well, first,
Can you die now? Can you die now? Because I'm thinking probably a lot of people watching this video are like, I hope he dies.
I'm not gonna die yet. I got too much sex to take care. Well, first, before I made the list, I just made a list of the kind, like the people that I did fuck or whatever category I could put them into. And then I just kind of grew the list from there. So it's like I fucked like a nurse, fucked a teacher. Oh, I fucked.
Was she a real nurse or was she wearing a nurse?
There's so many nurses out there that fuck gaijin. You've probably dated a nurse.
I have dated a couple.
See, I fucking like there's why I don't know why
they like to take care of people.
They like to take care of people, especially guys who don't speak Japanese, right?
Yeah, we need a lot. We need a lot of TLC.
All right, fucking a nurse, a teacher from the school. Fucking people, you know, fucking, and then I did, like, you know, I tried to do my job and, like, you know, status, like, you know, high schooler. When I came here, I was 20, you know, so I fucked, my first girlfriend was, you know, 18, but I think that's legal. Well, anyway, it don't matter, not as mad as, then she, so high school chick, fucking, you know, teacher, one of the teachers at the school. Well, she was a librarian technically, but she was still at the school.
Was she a sexy librarian?
I don't know. She married some fucking otaku who like builds robots, and they're not even cool robots. She has a kid now, but she still wants the D.
Did they have a kid, or did he just build an extra robot?
I think I would have. Oh man, I would. Don't even get me started after the guy. Like, he knows I fucked her too, and like while they were still dating, but she chose the safer route. It's okay, whatever. But
it's fine. It's okay.
What is it? Dentist. Well, no, dental assistants.
That's really different. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. One has the tube, one has the drill, right?
Yeah.
So, well, what is it? Yeah. Why so many chicks in the medical field? One chick who was she wasn't a designer, but she helped design stuff for a apparel place in Harajuku. So she made like stupid accessories. Oh, a magazine reporter.
Oh, okay.
She smelled like cigarettes though, and her hair sucked.
Like when you kissed her, was her mouth like an ashtray?
Yeah, and like her hair like just reeked of fucking just. I hate that. Like
that was like every punk rock girl I ever dated. No offense, punk rock girls, I just don't like that ashtray taste.
I love that, like, you know, I love it when I sniff a girl's hair and it smells like beautiful fucking like Subaki conditioner or something. Like I get hard just from that. I'm like, yes, you smell good, but it's like, nah. French, fuck, by like country, we could do it by country. French, you know, fucking. Thai. What is it? Korean, Chinese, Taiwanese, Cantonese. Well, I guess they're all.
I never
Chinese.
dated a single Asian girl until I got to Japan. I just because I lived in Florida, there really aren't many Asian girls. That's why.
Just a lot of old people. So
there's a lot of old people. All my girlfriends were very long in the tooth. Yes.
Yeah. They were like, you know,
like you make me feel like 20 again.
Change my diaper the way I like it.
No.
Oh god. They fucking Asians are hot though. I mean, hell, you know. Fuck.
When I got here, I was amazed. Okay, the first thing I will say is Asians stay in shape, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, fuck.
When I got here, I could not believe how much Asian women stay in shape. Like, I mean, you have definitely tracked a woman for a couple of yards, been like, damn, she's got a fine body, and she turns around and she's 70. And you're like, what the fuck?
And you're like, in the hot tub of life, everybody's wrinkled. Giggity! No, oh god, just fucking jump on that shit. No, I was so surprised when I'd see a woman, I'd be like, is this your brother? And she'd be like, no, it's my son. I'm like, how did you get back to this?
Oh, dude, there's been girls I've dated here where they would be like, you need to come meet my mom. And I'd meet their mom and be like, which one's more beautiful?
Yeah, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, they both, like, wow. Like, and I went to Taiwan and Thailand recently, and fucking those women, like, they just, like, I was only there for, like, less than a week total. And, like, in Taiwan, like, the women were just, like, they don't give a shit about fashion. Like, I went to Kaohsiung.
Is it like China where you're like, where are you finding these 90s clothes?
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I was so surprised because I went to, I guess, the Osaka. Like, they have, like, 2 big cities, right? And I went down to the Osaka one. And, but, like, it was just, like, it's smoggy, it's shitty. And, like, you know, you ever go to the back of a Chinese restaurant and it smells like Chinese food, but it's all burnt and, like, and it smelled like that for the whole country, pretty much. But the girls there, it's like, they wore basic, kind of like loose-fitting clothes, and they wore flip-flops, and like barely any makeup and like really just shitty hairstyle. Like in Japan, girls like and like I asked one of the girls what like I was sitting down in a cafe and I talked to her because she's like, "Where are you from?" I was like, "Oh, I'm from America, but I live in Japan. I'm just here on a layover. I'm gonna go in like a couple hours." And I was like, I gotta ask, like, do you girls dress like this all the time? She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, just like shorts, basic t-shirt, like flip flops. I know it's kind of the middle of the night, but like, do you guys do this all the time? She's like, well, yeah, kinda. And I was like, well, why are you wearing that much makeup? She's like, I just don't like makeup. I was like, but why do you and everybody else here seem to not like makeup? And she's like, well, Taiwan's really hot. And I'm like, so Japan's really fucking hot during summer too. Girls still wearing. There's girls in Hokkaido with like below 10 Celsius weather that wear mini skirts. Like this, like they. I was just like, you girls could look better. Like you could look so much better if you just put in the effort. And like their fashion was just like, I was just so disappointed. And like I saw this dude, like I was walking past this Love Hotel. This dude just comes out with this fat ugly chick, and I'm a very superficial asshole.
I'm not.
He's not. He's a good person. I'm not a good person. He's got more tattoos than me, so he wins. But it's like, I was just so surprised. Like, I'm like, dude, why would you spend money on that? Like, you could tell he probably spent the money to like pay for the hotel. I'm like,
maybe he likes girls with a little more curve.
I'm just saying, bro. When you lower your standards for life,
I'm saying to each their own. That's what I'm gonna go with.
Hey, when I met your wife for the first time, she was like fucking tiny, like tight. She's wearing like. I just remember because we went to the izakaya that was on the basement floor, Shibuya, the cheap one, and I remember like because you didn't tell me that you were coming for a wedding or something. You said you were coming for like
not my wedding. It was for a friend's wedding.
Was you were coming for like some wedding or something, but you didn't say you were bringing your girlfriend at the time.
Was she still my girlfriend?
I don't. You guys didn't have the first.
We definitely didn't have a kid yet.
Yeah. Maybe I think maybe you guys just had gotten married or something, but you didn't tell anyone that you were bringing her. And I was like, is this a chick from YouTube? And like, I just remember seeing her, and she like kind of had like a punk rock face. She was really like small chick. I was surprised, like she's
really
small,
tiny.
And she was like, she had tight though. She was wearing like tight clothes.
Yeah.
And she had a tight body.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but like the thing is like that's normal here. Like that's good. That's not at all like that's not even like a high standard to have. That's just like a normal fucking standard,
And my wife's older than me, guys. So.
But bam. Yeah.
Go figure, right?
My last long-term girlfriend. Older than me too, bro.
Yeah. I just like
do it.
Yeah. I'm from Florida, so I like them old.
Yes! You say that from now on.
I'm so
Why? I like them old.
That's it.
My favorite drink is orange juice.
Yeah, exactly. And my favorite animal is the shark and the alligator. Let's roll it up.
So, sex with robots, yes or no?
I'm gonna go with no. I mean, if at any point I can get the real thing over a robot or virtual reality, I would always go for the real thing. I can't imagine any of those holding a flame to actual skin.
Mm-hmm. What if it's like an android is a complete... Okay, it's not a cyborg, an android. If you could get an android.
I mean, okay, let's put it this way. If I had the option to try it, I would try it just for the sake of saying I tried it.
What if your wife, like, she gets, like, a disease and, like, she can't fuck you anymore? Or whatever, and you got it, but she doesn't want you fucking anybody else. I think
my level of depression would not allow me to really care too much about my sexual life.
Really? I broke up with my last girlfriend because we stopped having sex. I was like, done with it.
Well, I mean, but that's your girlfriend. That's your girlfriend, though, bro. It's different when you're married. You gotta understand.
Yeah, but I mean, like, obviously you got kids, you got other commitments, and of course, like, you got stuff that's way higher on your list than fucking coming. But I'm saying, like, if it's been like 3 months or something.
At this point in my life, at what my priorities are, measuring them out, sex takes a very small part of my priorities at this point. It really, when you've sown your wild seeds, my friend.
When was the last time you had sex?
I don't remember.
Like more than 3 months ago, or like
no,
within 3 months?
Not that long ago. Jesus Christ, no. I'm not in the brother-sister relationship, I'll put it that way, but I also don't keep a sex journal.
Well, yeah, he's like, hey, notch it. Today was, you ever see that?
I'm not fucking Sex in the City over here,
that guy
bro.
on Reddit or whatever, right? Like, he would, like, when he asked his wife within a month, like, each time he wanted sex, and she gave him an excuse, and then he wrote down the times that they did have sex, and it was like, out of 30 times he asked her, like, only 2 times she said yes. And he like
okay, that's not my deal at all.
Yeah. That's good. Well, I mean, like you're still like you got the dad bod kinda. You don't got the fat chubby dad bod, but you're not lean fucking tuna cut celery eating motherfucker anymore.
I can't anymore. I don't have time to really stick to that. But once my kids get older, I'm sure I can get back to that. Yeah.
But I think your wife knows that she married up.
I think she did all right. Everybody
she did cool.
Everybody in her family seems to think the same thing. Yeah. So I think she did all right.
Your kids are cute as shit too. That's good. You made some good.
Well, let's end it on that.
Kids.
Let's end it on my kids being cute as shit.
These kids are cute as shit because you didn't fuck a robot. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
There we go. That's it.
Reeled it all back in.
You can't have cute kids if you fuck
a
robots.
robot, and you can't even have half robot kids. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah, I mean those kids would get picked on like crazy at school.
Yeah, but then they would just fucking choke and like crush them.
Like I would just
They just fucking terminate
What if
people.
your dick's like a robot? Like does it spill
all
out
right, I'm
oil?
I'm gonna cut it right here. I just want to do a real quick shout out to Sam here. You should check out his channel if you enjoy more lewd stuff like we talked about.
Yeah.
I would also just like to take a moment to say I approve of nothing that Sam has said, and I don't agree with any of his thoughts at all, so that no one will flame my channel.
Everyone's gonna
After
be like,
I turn
oh
off
my god, does this mean Maji Abayasura is coming back to YouTube?
They will,
Oh, no.
they will. And then after I turn off the camera, I can say yeah, and go back to talking with them. But that was a 30-minute video, dude.
Fuck. Well, we had a lot to talk about, man.
Holy shit, man.
Mostly sex with robots, but it is still good. You have a good friendship when you can just talk about random shit like this and do that online. I think if we did do a podcast or whatever, or like a live show again, we're both so busy. It would have to be completely on just like a sporadic basis where we just be like, okay, we want to do one tonight. You guys want to come check it out?
It would either have to be sporadic, or we'd have to do a Patreon just for that, so that we could take the time away from all the jobs we work to literally make it worth our time.
Yeah, dude, you're like working like I got like 7 jobs right now. What about you?
I've got at least 3.
That sucks.
And that doesn't include kids or my wife or taking care of kids or picking up my kids. And that's another job in itself. Let's cut it here. Let's cut it here before we end up another 30 minutes.
Sex with boobs. Get the boob sex. You guys got to go.
Oh, wait. Before we end this, NSFW. It's not safe for work. Make sure I say that at the end of the video.
Not safe for work. Make sure you don't. I mean,
it's too late now. It's kind of a joke.
It's okay. They get it. They get it. It's fucking.
Okay. Bye.